B-G-T-E-D-C. Crank it up. Crank it up. Business growing, you've been going GT for such a long time. Long time. The power's gonna go above and beyond in your lifetime. Got to thrill 'em, got to kill 'em, GT, 'cause now's the right time. Crank it up. Crank it up. And take it to the streets. You know what you got to do. You got to crank it up and put it on the lines. You know all it takes is you. All it takes is to give it all you got. Take your best shot. That's the only way to be GTEDC. Crank it up.
What is it, bud?
Crank it up. Crank it out. Crank it up. Crank it up. Big six. Kiss, Nick. Sick, Nick. Straws me wet. Slips are coming for you. Sitting so sexual. Nick sips. Nick sips. Nick sips. Nick sips.
And going on towards Ninja Turtles and things like that. So
Baby rapper, cool as he can be. Baby rapper, baby rapper. Baby rapper, cool as he can be. Baby rapper, baby rapper. He knows his numbers and his ABC. Baby rapper, baby rapper. He can dance, he can sing, he can rap about anything. He digs music that moves his soul like rhythm and blues and rock and roll. Baby rapper.
and now Baby Rapper is going to do his impersonation of the Beatles. So come on, folks, let's dance along, sing along to Beatles songs.
Cool as he can be. Baby rapper, baby rapper.
Commerce State Bank got me my dream home.
Gave us quick turnaround.
Told us what we're signing. Commerce State Bank came through with a great rate. Answered my questions.
Told me what I'm signing.
We're in tune with you. Give us a call.
Early relationships. VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live. At the end of the 20th century, a scientist saw a killer comet on its way. He filmed instructions for its destruction over a second-hand VHS tape, but then was hit by a Winnebago. So his assistants Nick and Joe must search every corner of his drone for the cassette that is our only home. But in the meantime,
everybody. Welcome to VCR Party.
Here we are. 5-year anniversary, correct? 5
Yeah.
years of VCR Party. This is the big one. We've been doing this for 5 goddamn years. How about that?
It was crazy. I was just looking at the calendar, and I saw that the very first episode, episode 0, was April 3rd, which is Monday. But we'll have an episode after that. So this is the closest one before the anniversary. So we have to celebrate.
For sure. And by the way, this is the show where we watch VHS tapes. I'm in the office. We have over 11,000 of them, and we're trying to watch every single one of them. We're 38% of the way through watching all of them. And I'm Joe. That's Nick. There's Steve. And that's George. And you know what? We are going to have a very fun episode today, a very special episode. We are also going to get to the Toe Tapping Tournament Championships at the end. But we are going to... This is like... Nick, how did you describe it? This is like the clip show...
Yeah, the 80s sitcom where they get trapped in like a meat locker and they all thought they'd die, so they'd look back at their memories. That's what this episode's going to be. It's nostalgic. There's not going to be a ton of new stuff, but there's going to be some greatest hits packages. George has been toiling away for weeks at this, or just today. I'm not sure what his working process was like. But why don't you tell us about...
I got an email from him at 4 o'clock in the morning. So
okay, all right.
Today.
Was it the one that said... Joe, can you send me the original of Nick's Hot Little Raviolis? Like,
that's what I woke up to today.
Yeah,
Was that email?
Well, we have
That's
that
what I
to look forward to.
Yeah.
Did I send it to you? I can't remember.
You maybe we'll find out.
Okay, all right. Let's see.
Well, and we invite you to share how you first discovered us in the chat. We'll share some of those stories. What VCR Party has meant to you. What are your highlights? What are the lowest moments in the show? I know we have at least one of those every week. So
the show is nothing but low moments. But
yeah.
let's start at the beginning with hello, Melinda. Should we start there? George, you want to?
Absolutely.
Okay.
This has been a journey that started in the first year, and it's carried over just at the very beginning, and hasn't been mentioned much, but maybe we'll watch this and see if anything has come to light recently.
Okay. Are you going to anything? Oh,
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
That was a dramatic pause.
Okay. Start a
VCR Party Live!
hello.
Hi.
We are here with Elliot Glazer, and thanks for being here.
Oh, thank you for
That's what we're going to kick off with, is this
Okay.
one video that you gave us.
Yeah, I just saw this happening on TV live on the show 48 Hours and knew I had to grab a tape. I don't care what's on it, and I'm going to record right over it, and thank God that I did.
48 Hours followed Nolte, who's now 60, and yes, those are his pajamas he's wearing, to his doctor's clinic in Dallas.
Hello, Melinda.
The computer tests his hearing, vision, memory, and reaction time. It also tests his lungs.
And rest. Stop.
Nolte is so eager to do well that he overdoes it and passes out.
Good job.
A moment, catch your breath, and let your lungs get back to normal.
The one thing that I never noticed was, well, hello, Melinda,
Yes.
until you
Hello,
told me about
Melinda,
it.
yes.
And that's all I think about. And I was thinking,
Hello,
like, whenever
Melinda.
we start the show, to start off with, like, hello, Melinda.
Oh, that's
I
what we
think
should have
that'd
said.
be
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Now, we could just stop there,
Yeah.
but we're not going to.
Okay.
Let's watch
keep
hello,
going.
Melinda, one more
Yeah,
time.
Nolte, who's now 60, and yes, those are his pajamas he's wearing, to his doctor's clinic in Dallas.
Hello, Melinda.
The computer tests his hearing.
Well,
Hey.
hello, Melinda. Hi, everybody.
I was going to start saying that, but
I
beat me to it.
I beat you to it. Yeah. Well, hello, Melinda.
Hello, Melinda. Welcome to VCR
Starting to
Party.
catch on.
Well,
hello,
Melinda. Welcome
Hello,
to...
Melindas.
Hi, welcome to...
That's what we should call everybody.
Yeah, everybody who
Everybody's-
watches a Melinda.
Yeah, everybody's a Melinda.
All right.
Joe, you are a marketing genius.
I
I think I've said that before, but you'll see something, you'll say something right on the spot and decide like right when you saw the sofa bed conspiracy logo, you said if you watch that episode back, you're like, that's a T-shirt.
Oh, absolutely. And I think we sold like 14 of those. So
Yeah, we've made millions off of that idea.
Yeah. but if evil could
But you're right, I
harness
am a
you
genius.
further, yeah. Anyhow.
We should try to get Nick Nolte on the show. I just have so many questions about Melinda. Like, does he keep in touch with Melinda?
Yeah.
Maybe we could probably get an interview with Melinda.
Melinda's the get, not Nick Nolte.
No, not Nick Nolte. Fuck that guy.
It
I
happened.
seriously, that's what I'm going to spend all day tomorrow doing, is looking for Melinda.
And it's probably just the nurse or the secretary at that doctor's office,
100%.
right? Okay.
Yeah, we want to track down Melinda.
So we're looking for Melinda so that we can say, well, hello to her, right?
Probably do like an interview with her or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get to the bottom of...
Okay.
I don't know what we'd get to the bottom of, but...
It's an office in Dallas, and I called it. Hey, I'm calling for Melinda. Is Melinda still work there? She was in that 48 Hours Nick Nolte piece. Do you remember that? And he saw the receptionist and he said, well, hello, Melinda. It's kind of become like a thing that we say now, like, well, hello, Melinda. So we wanted to track down Melinda.
You said your name is Joe Pickett and you're calling from what company?
VCR Party. Has not called
She
me
hasn't
back.
called back.
No, it's
Okay.
weird. Yeah.
So, all right, Melinda, we're on the hunt for you. Oh, hey, I'm wondering, is Melinda there? This is Nick calling from VCR Party. There was a segment on Nick Nolte that aired on the program 48 Hours.
Well, thank you so much for calling today, Nick.
Okay, thanks, Melinda. Oh, wait, sorry, you're not Melinda. You're Jessica, right?
That's right.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, wishful thinking. So we're no closer to finding Melinda, but we are relentless.
We're down in Dallas. That's where Melinda's from. We decided to try to find the office that Melinda was at, and there were two of them.
I'm about to walk in and say, well, hello, Melinda. And I don't know what else I should. Okay, ready?
Go.
I had no idea what I was going to say.
It's locked. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So then we went to the other office. Now look, I paused there. That's where we parked. Walk
right
in.
outside the office of Doc.
Yeah,
This is where Nick Nolte walked in and said, well, hello, Melinda.
It feels very stalkery right now. I feel like we're being very suspicious.
That's why we're not walking in. We're just calling like cowards from the outside in the car. Oh, hey, I called last week about trying to track down an old employee named Melinda who worked there in 2000.
And then it was like bordering on harassment at that point.
It's a fine line, really.
Yeah. Instead, we just went out and we took some photos of us. The very steps. There's Nick.
Yeah.
And then
we should have worn our pajamas.
And then there's me.
Oh, you got
I
some
do-
height
yeah.
there.
So a guy emailed us, and he went really.
You know, this is George.
Oh, this is George, the guy who did our intro.
Yeah.
We thought for sure she was the receptionist. Well, George emails us and says, hey, I did a little digging. So he found out that Melinda is not the receptionist. Her last name is Renna, which is the name of the doctor that Nick Nolte was going to
Chris
see.
Renna, yeah.
So Melinda is the doctor's wife. Take a look. Is it?
100%.
Is it?
100%. She is an actress, so I feel like she'd be receptive to being on camera. We know her first and last name. We're going to be in Los Angeles next week.
And we're nice guys. We're not creeps or anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just guys who sit outside in a parked car outside their office and ask for Melinda's contact info. So we're on the trail of Melinda.
Yeah.
And it's looking good.
I think we're going to find her in 2019.
Oh, what?
Please leave a message.
Well, hello, Melinda. That was Melinda. Yeah, I left a message earlier. No call back yet.
Wait,
but,
what was it? Why did it go? Blah, 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 blah? Why did it do that at the end?
Because it was embarrassing to hear me. What I said was pretty embarrassing.
We want to hear embarrassment, George. That's what we want. That's why we do this show
Oh,
for 5
well,
years.
We'll put that behind the paywall.
Okay. So wait, you left her. So you left her a message then?
Yeah, I've been screening my calls all day. I was hoping for the greatest cap end to this story, but it hasn't come yet. And there was an episode where I gave you like her bank accounts, everything, and you never followed up because some sort of pandemic happened. And
Well,
I thought it got lost in the ether. But we got to get Melinda.
Pick
And
up
we
the
have-
trail.
We have the attention span of a goldfish too. Like, I mean, like once we're on to the next thing, once it's like, I don't know, flower power guys here. It's like, who needs
Right.
Melinda anymore? We're on to new things over here.
But I like how it turned into it started. It could have just been a catchphrase, but like everything on this show, and it sort of exemplifies what this show is about. You never know what thread is going to be pulled and end up going over 50 episodes.
That's true. And I appreciate you dragging that out one more episode, George, with that phone call.
We still haven't found her. We should still find her. Like, hopefully she'll call you back. She's not going to call you back. In my experience, Melinda does not call back.
Well, I think she never got the message before. But VCR Party has grown a lot since then.
That's true.
True. It's a juggernaut. But let's show how it all started in a segment that we call a Found Footage Festival Classic that was from episode 0 on April 3rd, 2018.
You caught me with my pants down, but no one sells carpet or waterbeds for less.
All right, so you'll see some things are very much the same. Here's just some highlights from the first episode we did. This was almost just like a test to see if people would watch.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome to VCR
it's
Party.
VCR Party.
Hey.
The very first one ever.
We are live.
My name's Joe. This is Nick, and we are the Found Footage guys. And this is our new thing. We're going to start doing this weekly thing where we show you a bunch of our dumb videos that we're working on. Look at this guy. This is the Navy SEAL workouts, hosted by this guy named CJ Karachi. A great soundtrack.
Karachi was in episode 1.
Post-apocalyptic.
0.
Where is he?
How to
And
use
what
the
is that?
mind to overcome physical discomfort
He's in Death
to
Valley,
achieve any goal.
But you always almost see his testicles in
mental
several
conditioning
shots.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
will
look at how
refine your
short
mental
those shorts
discipline.
are. Look how shiny he is.
I want his All-American Sport sweatshirt.
It's got a baseball and a football right there.
Okay.
Here comes the Easter Bunny hopping down the trail.
Episode 0.
Good episode.
Hippity hop, don't stop. I got your Easter eggs. Alright, I gotta go.
I think the Native American people are honored with this blonde white woman.
And what is her name? Princess
Spread Eagle. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next
We'll
Tuesday.
be back
at
next Tuesday night.
9 o'clock.
Yep. And send us videos if you got them and any other business. That's it.
That's it. We'll
All
see
right.
you next week.
All right. Bye.
So, I mean, the template's kind of the same. We had one exercise video. We had a Foxy boxing tape. We had a home movie in there, ventriloquism. The catchphrases weren't there yet, but,
But my posture was terrible, like it still is today.
Same.
Yep.
Same with me.
Unflattering, where I kind of look
Oh, the angle was terrible.
Yeah.
My shirt was ill-fitting, and nothing's changed. So,
the audio was a little bit wonky, and
Yep.
Wow, good old days.
Yeah, but it's funny how like that. I mean, it doesn't seem like 5 years. Nor did I think that we would be still doing the, some version of that show 5 years later. It just seemed like an experiment.
How many people watched that first episode? Steve, do you remember? Oh,
No.
do you know, Nick?
I don't even think we did. By the way, did we air episode 0, or was that our test episode that we didn't air until later?
We did.
air it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Live.
Maybe 100, I think, from my recollection. We were like, oh, people are actually watching it, and but then it just grew and grew, and now we get about 2,500 people watching an episode, not all at the same time, but eventually.
Yeah.
So it's grown.
All right.
I got to tell you, some people are just talking about their first episodes in the chat when they got on, things like that. It's fun. This one I wanted to highlight for you guys. Amy said, it wasn't until Squirrel Man Dave Hawkins and I moved in together, I decided to watch an episode of VCR Party with him to maybe understand more of why he is the way he is. It's just been fun hearing how everyone's first episode was and how they got into it.
Oh yeah, keep us updated on the we're live, by the way. So keep us updated on what people are saying about this episode. Steve, you clearly sold out to somebody like you always do. And by the way, this is a great episode to sell out to. Episode 500. I hope you charge more.
I didn't. You know me. Not very good at this stuff. So
It's episode 259. So I mean, it's our 5-year anniversary, but it's not that momentous.
Yeah.
Well, this week I'm selling out to Matt, and Matt runs the Real Fly Dogs Prairie Meme Emporium. It's an enchanted place where an angry crank from Moose Jaw takes old ads, wartime propaganda, and romance novel covers and remixes them into new bullshit. Scores of queer-friendly, pro-commie, regionally specific to Western Canada, landlord-hating, ham-loving, endlessly doom-scrolling memes for your human eyeballs and eyeball facsimiles. Come feed his ego with your precious likes and shares, which he can assure you he can actually take to his grave. You can find the Real Fly Dogs Prairie Meme Emporium at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anywhere at The Real Fly Dog. We'll get you there.
Fantastic.
Right. That looks like a good one.
So remember, support the Melindas and support us.
Is that a Police Academy, the cartoon meme behind your head there? Yeah. Okay. I thought that's what it looked like, which is something we have to do on Saturday morning cartoons at some point.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right. Where are we going to next for this? You want to do some celebrity bullshit?
Sure. Yeah. That's another
Okay.
regular segment.
And this is a thing that this is just like VHS tapes featuring celebrities. We got a ton of them, and that's what this is. And here's the opening graphic for that. Wait, nope. That's This Week in Flying Windows.
We are live.
There we go. What are we?
Live.
Okay. And just keep
Hollywood Hills.
I have the tape somewhere around here, and I can't find it because I have too much shit on my desk. But this is a video called what is it called? It's called More Fun, Less Stuff. And when I started watching it, I couldn't tell who put it out. Did a bank put it out? Did a pyramid scheme put it out? Did who could possibly put it out? So that's another question you're gonna have to ask yourself, and you're gonna have to guess as we go along what this video is. But it's hosted by, and I'm gonna give you guys a chance to guess here, one half of a good cop, bad cop tandem.
Mhm.
All right, it's one of the good cops, bad cops in the tandem of a very famous good cop, bad cop tandem.
I'll go Danny Glover, just off the bat.
I was going to go Danny Glover as well, so I'll just go Hutch.
Okay. Steve, who you got?
I wanted Danny Glover as well. I will go with Popeye Doyle.
Okay. All right. Here we
Nice.
go. Center for a New American Dream. Already, what do you think this is? You think it's
a conservative think tank?
All right. More fun, less stuff. What are they selling us here? Less stuff.
They're taking your money.
Marie Kondo.
Okay.
The cult.
The American dream.
Nice work, Nick.
What do those words mean to us? For our parents and grandparents, the American dream meant hope, an unshakable belief that happiness and security were truly possible. A good first.
Any other ideas about what this could be now?
I mean, it's starting to seem like something where you sell things and then have people sell under you.
It's actually the opposite. It's like, I don't know who put this out. It's about like not buying stuff, and it's like more environmental and like being like, yeah, spend time with your family. And here's their first tip. Look at their first
step is to do as much as you can to unplug from the commercial culture. Cutting back on television is a good start.
Okay, Danny Glover, we'll turn the TV off. Don't
How
worry.
could you watch the rest of the video? This is why it didn't take off.
Somebody won the Showcase Showdown. You think I'm going to unplug the TV at that point? Forget about it.
Holy human, Glover.
Across the country, community-based groups are learning the amazing value of
All right, so there's a community-based group, and I just included it because that man's wearing shorts. And he really has me rethinking shorts, at least in public. Maybe I'll wear it around.
In looking back at old clips of us on the show too, I'm rethinking shorts. So yeah.
It's not, yeah. So
he's dressed like Jack Hanna. I mean, like, what is he, a wildlife ranger?
He is Hanna-like. Yeah.
the
So
amazing value of bringing people together.
all right. So that's more stuff, less. What is it? I can't remember.
Well, we don't get through
forgot
200. We don't get through 5 years without regular segments like that. And This Week in Flying Windows, the trope we noticed and have we've aggregated so many flying windows.
Oh yeah. Is that me? Is this my cue?
I think so. Yeah. If
Oh,
you
yeah,
had,
yeah.
did you
Yeah,
put
yeah,
together?
yeah. Yes, sir. Okay. Here's the graphic. All right. So this is where you see flying windows in videos all the time. So a few years ago, we took all of them and we threw them into a blender, and we had flying windows of the flying windows. It was a real mind blower, and we've added some since then. And so here now is the flying windows montage of flying windows.
whole song.
Little rock and roll here. Look at this.
Heads are exploding right now.
There we go. It overheated.
Yeah. You're gonna have to restart it because that it just completely quit on us.
My flying window machine couldn't take it anymore. So yeah.
Oh, fantastic!
All right.
Well, I think the other segment that used to be called Show and Tell for many, many years, then became something else entirely. Let's get to that next, shall we?
All right, here it is. Show us your ravioli.
Come on, let's see your raviolis. Show us 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 your raviolis.
What are people saying so far, Steve? I'm curious.
A lot of it's about the show, but a lot of it's, like how VCR party got through tough times. Like Sally talked about that.
Oh yeah.
Going through a number of different relationships. Ilse talked about that. Just a lot of different people reminiscing. I think a lot about it.
I thought you were going to say people are talking about the show. They're also talking about like current events, like things totally unrelated to the show. Is where I thought that was segueing to.
A lot of it is
economy,
like the windows and windows, and
Right.
I think that's what happened in a moment. They were talking about Requiem for a Dream with the last video with the Cheech Marin lookalike. They were like, it reminds me of the TV show in Requiem for a Dream. A lot of fun conversation.
Somebody said Mr. Rocket in our Discord, which you, if you're a patron of ours, you can join our exclusive Discord. Mr. Rocket said, I would love a supercut of the various attempts of having viewer call-ins.
Oh, yeah.
Or even a more general magic of live programming segment. And then somebody also wanted a supercut of Joe's questionable sportsmanship over the years. So I think those are all things, those are all great ideas. So
I wonder if like 5 years from now, we'll have the phone call in mastered,
I
wonder if I'll have that down. I wonder if I'll have control of my emotions whenever we play games. I don't know. We'll see where the next 5 years takes us.
There will be 12 more people in other rectangles on the screen. I mean, it's doubled in 5 years.
That's true.
At an exponential growth rate.
Yeah.
Christopher said my absolute favorite is when Nick told me to stop watching the show because of the No Mobile flub.
The what flub?
I showed a clip from the No Mobile, and I think I can't remember. I called it the wrong actor. And I said, Christopher, please stop watching the show. And that's the name of his username is Christopher Stop Watching the Show on Discord. Said he loves the Wendy's hamburger training video debate, excitement versus tedium, the Dutch oven controversy, and the songs.
Oh, yeah.
We'll all be covered tonight.
Lesser favorites would be Filth Corner and when Joe got his eyelids sliced open by one of his cats.
Oh, yeah.
So those are just a few of the things.
I think when my eyelid got sliced open, that was a Filth Corner. So
yeah.
It was a cat flub.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Well, what about how that segment, the Show Us Your Raviolis, Joe, you played the intro. What is the origin of that? That should be a fairly brief explanation, I think.
Yeah, a brief 4.5-minute explanation of how after 2 years, Show and Tell morphed into something I don't think can be explained.
Often people
VCR Party Live!
Joe and I have known each other since we were 10, and we would try to outdo each other by showing each other videos that the other hadn't seen and sort of been like, check this one out. So we will do that each week in a segment we call Show and Tell.
So let's get into Show and Tell, shall we?
Let's do it. Roll it.
Okay, now we get into the meat of the show, which is we've been calling Show and Tell, but we have decided, Joe came up with the idea that we would call it Show Us Your Raviolis.
Yeah, I put together a little graphic this week, and I'm pretty proud of it. Come on, let's see your raviolis. Show us 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 your raviolis.
One of the early notes is that this was too loud. I remember that.
There it is.
I was hoping that would be on at the end. Him laughing at his own.
How could I not?
Sally writes in, you probably showed the entire Show Us Your Raviolis guy at some point, but I don't remember it off the top of my head. Well, first of all, how do you not remember what episode this came from? Can you show more of the comedy bit in context so I can understand what the guy is actually talking about and why he makes those weird noises? Thank you, Sally. We renamed our show and tell segment, the bulk of VCR Party, Show Us Your Raviolis, based on a clip from Stairway to Stardom.
And not only that, I think this is one of the things a lot of people are like, there's so many inside jokes. It's like, give them the chance to see it again. I think.
Yes, exactly.
His name is Richie Triolo. Is that it? Okay,
Okay.
here you go, Richie.
Thank you, Frank. How's everybody doing? Having a good time? Yeah. Any Italians out there? Yeah. Come on, let's see your raviolis. Show us your raviolis. I'm Italian. I was brought up by very strict Italian parents. My mother was the athlete in the family. Like, if we did something wrong, she'd hide in the kitchen. She'd put on Jerry Cooney trunks, a ripped bathrobe, and a mouthpiece, and wait for us to come in the kitchen. And she'd chase us around the table like, when I get a hold of you, you're going to wish you were dead. I used to run in my room and lock the door. And she'd come up to the door.
Hey, Pac-Man.
Open the door. I'm not going to hit you. Now, I waited for everything to get very quiet. I opened the door just a crack. She would put her hand through, like the Frankenstein monster. Pull me by my hair and give me a tour of the house.
Hey, let's show each other our raviolis, Nick.
I don't like it when you put it that way, but all right.
I'm excited to show my raviolis to you guys.
All right, let's show us our raviolis. Is that the right way to say it? Okay.
You said it exactly right.
All right.
Yep. Hey, let's show each other our raviolis. You want to?
All right.
Hey, Nick, let's whip out our raviolis and show them to each other.
I don't put it that way, please. It's Christmas.
Nick, I was going to ask you, do you remember the first time when we showed each other our raviolis? Do you remember where we were when I showed you my raviolis and you showed me your raviolis? Do you remember the first time where we were? If anybody has any ideas for how I can irritate Nick getting into that segment, send them away. And by the way, that idea was Adam's idea. Hey, I don't know about you, Nick, but I have a girthy selection of raviolis, and I can't wait to serve them up for you.
All right.
Thank you, Dale, for sending in that ravioli intro that would irritate Nick.
Go to hell, Dale.
Well, Nick, I got a nice swollen sack of raviolis, just chock full to the brim. How's your sack looking? Thanks to Dave Hawkins for that ravioli to irritate Nick.
It's like the second one, and it's already that convoluted, huh?
Hey, Nick, do you smell anything? Do you smell anything? Because I smell from here. I can smell your raviolis from here. I'm just going to stop.
Are you asking if I want to show us our raviolis?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at.
Okay.
Do you want to show? You want to sniff my raviolis?
No.
Sniff yours? Okay, I'll sniff yours. You sniff
Let's just
mine.
show them.
All right. Nick, can I tell you a little secret?
Sure, yeah.
I kind of want to see your hot little raviolis.
We're back to this.
It's a special graphic that I made.
Nick's hot raviolis. Nick's little hot raviolis. Nick's hot raviolis. His little raviolis.
And that is the complete. That's my thesis for my master's degree in VCR party studies.
God, I am a genius. I'm absolute genius.
That's your takeaway from the episode.
You said it earlier, George,
I agree.
I'm
Yeah, no, I'm
agreeing
granting
with
you from my institution.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, George, so take us through what the recurring segments of VCR Party and their origins. This is if you're a first timer, whenever you came in. I know a lot of people came in during lockdown when they couldn't go out to. They didn't have anything better to do. They found us. So take us through it.
Well, I think one of the recurring, it's not a segment so much as a theme, and that is it's Joe using any opportunity to turn any conversation with you into a debate. And so here are a few of the early debates that set the scene for a lot of the behind the scenes, I don't know. I mean, how would you describe it, Steve? Like, is it calm right before we get on the show? Are they at each other's throats? I'd say normally there is a lot of bickering that goes on behind the scenes.
And in front of the scenes.
Yeah, and in front of the scenes. Yeah, they don't change.
All right, so
I don't
here
even
are
notice it anymore. I think it's just like kind of part of the dialogue at this point, right?
Yeah, no, that's the way you guys communicate. Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
VCR Party Live!
Hey, welcome to VCR Party, the show where
happy VCR. You go.
The show where we watch VHS tapes.
That's
Go ahead.
it. I'm Nick, and this is Joe, by the way, and we're going through all our videos.
Okay. All right.
So
we have to say that every single time. We have the intro theme.
I think at least say our names and what we do.
Okay. Joe, Nick, we watch videos.
Yeah, I just said that.
Okay, you got that. All right. All right. So I'm surprised that we're still talking to each other after last week's.
It was contentious.
It was bad. Lodge Dutch oven cooking basics. This one is all about cooking with a Dutch oven.
Okay, great.
Are you familiar with the other connotation of Dutch ovens?
I am.
Do you think everybody else is? Do I have to set this up?
You're going to want to know which Dutch oven is right for you. Right in the Dutch oven. In the Dutch oven. Dutch oven. Dutch oven. Anybody can cook in a Dutch oven. The best part of Dutch oven is sharing it with your family and friends.
So I have to explain what a Dutch oven is.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. So when you're in bed and you have the covers on and you blast a big one, like a big smeller, and you keep it underneath the blankets and you let it really cook in there, that is a Dutch oven.
I always thought it was something you did to your partner, like you farted and then you pull it under. Steve's giving me the thumbs up that that's what it is. It's the act of torturing your partner, whoever you're in bed with. Like sleepovers as a kid, people would do.
So
I've
I've been
Dutch
getting
oven, and then
wow,
they
I got it
over.
way wrong then.
You thought it was just when you fart by yourself and leave it cooking under there. That's not it. It's
What is it called when you do it by yourself?
Farting under the blankets.
No, it's a Dutch oven.
No,
you
it's
can
not.
Like single people can't have Dutch ovens?
I don't think so. You're cooking for two. The
Dutch oven isn't a prank.
It is. It's something you do to torture
no.
somebody else.
Thing.
All right.
You guys are so. I mean, I'm not
we are
wrong
so
either.
Right. We checked Urban Dictionary. We checked Wikipedia, and
yeah, and I was wrong. I'm going to apologize to everybody out there for getting Dutch ovens wrong. What I was doing was a Dutch oven Brooklyn style, and I was not doing just the regular Dutch oven. I was doing it Brooklyn style, which is how we do it in Brooklyn here.
I didn't hear "I'm sorry" yet. I mean,
and this is going to be the debate of the century.
Right.
It's Wendy's Grill Skill 1 versus Wendy's Grill Skill 2.
Well, I'm expecting a lot from you guys. I want you guys to be on the up and up.
Let's just call it, for all intents and purposes, Grill Skill 2. I feel like it's the stronger video.
Fast with class, that's the name of the game. Fast with class, make them glad they came.
I'll grant you that the two guys playing spatula is pretty impressive.
But I do appreciate the female perspective. Now, do you have any female perspective in your...
And I would maintain, and I would go to my grave maintaining, that Grill Skill, the original Grill Skill, is a classic for the ages.
Now your patties are hot and ready to go. Right in time with customer flow.
Stage one, I'm raw, you just laid me down. I'm stage
female
two
presence.
and I'm getting brown. You turned me and pressed me just one time, but there's two
Those
more
burgers have
stages before
vaginas,
I'm
so...
fine.
Now, I just realized that I have another clip here at the end here. Do you want to deny the American people another clip from...
The ground rules were set. I do not think they should be able to see that
I'm just going to
clip.
hit play.
Hey, Steve!
Look at that. Look at those graphics.
I'm putting this here. This is dirty tactics. His mic, Steve, cut his mic. Cut his mic.
Vote Grill Skill 2.
I think the irony here is that for a video called Fast with Class, I've been the classier debater tonight. And I hope you'll keep that in
fast.
Vote for Grill Skill 1, the original, still the best.
It's a video called The Washlet. It's a promotional video for an exciting new product from Japan. It's the toilet for purple ghosts.
That's right.
Pamper yourself with Washlet's gentle, aerated, cleansing stream of water.
Thank you for that angle.
Oh, yeah! Thought the purple ghost. And the reason I chose that one is because I gave my wife an early Christmas present last week, a Japanese toilet. It's fantastic. It's a game changer.
You're justifying this for yourself? Yeah, go ahead.
No. I didn't need to justify this. So let me ask you this: if you got some of your own shit on your knee, would you just take a piece of paper and just wipe it off and call it a day?
Probably, sure.
Steve, what would you do? He's being contrarian here.
I'd wash it off.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Oh, I see.
And you don't understand?
No. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess you wash off your shit off your knees.
Yes,
sure.
with water.
Okay.
You use water.
Right.
But you don't do it with your butt.
Right, because the inside of my butt doesn't touch anything.
But neither does your knee.
It touches your pants. It touches. It would touch my
But
pants.
your butt touches your
not
underwear.
Not the inside. Not where the shit would get stuck.
Okay, so you would allow it to shit in your armpit? Like you would put shit in your armpit and just leave it there?
That's a good question.
And so that sets the stage for the debate that went over, that's been going on for all 5 years.
Nick, like 4 years later now, has your stance shifted at all on bidets?
No.
And like it was about like I shouldn't have said knee. That's the thing. That's where I got into some trouble.
Mm-hmm.
But the armpit thing did get you. You're like, oh, that's interesting. Where do you stand now if you got shit in your armpit?
I would wipe it out because I feel like the armpit is more forward facing, but the butt is fairly well hidden, and I don't think it's that messy to wipe off with some paper. So at least in my cases, because as you know, I shit hay bales. So
because you're vegan.
Yes, yeah. I think if you had a messy, generally messy bowel movements, then by all means use a bidet. But for those of us who are clean living, I think paper does the job just fine.
Oh, well, why even use paper? Why don't you just like drop your number 2 and then just like call it a day and just like get up and we'll like walk out?
There's some cleanup, but it's not to the extent that I need to squirt water at a high velocity. That's all I'm saying.
I should mention that this is a show about VHS tapes.
VHS tapes. Yep.
Right. It is?
Yeah.
Oh, I've lost that in all this.
We usually wait till 40 minutes in to talk about that.
But Nick, in all seriousness, if you did get shit on your knee, you would use water.
Absolutely.
Right?
I will cop to that. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why did you say that before 4 years ago? Why did you say that?
Why did I say I wouldn't?
Yeah.
Well, because you're setting up some sort of trap for me. That's why.
That's the right answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't want to fall into those traps. I try not to.
But you saw all of the techniques that each of you used.
Wait, George, can I ask? Were you watching the show at that time? Were you like watching the web show? Okay.
Yeah.
And did you like the show at that time?
No, I've always hated it.
This is your torture.
Yeah. No, this is a community service thing for.
Okay. How did you find out about the show, George?
I don't know if you're aware, but your attorney Anderson is a friend of mine, and he told me that he's repping these 2 guys. I don't think he used the word rep. Nobody uses that word. But he said he was representing you guys in a case, and he sent me Chop and Steal, and then it automatically went to Glue Man, and that's when I knew you guys were geniuses, but I didn't realize you were evil geniuses until later. Yeah, and that's when I knew I had found my people.
All right,
the evil part.
Wow, George origin story. I like it.
Georgian.
Georgian.
Yeah. So, so all of those debating tricks, Nick, you use logic and compassion, and Joe, you use brute force and cruelty. Those are both on display.
Don't give Nick all the like logic and no. Did you hear the whole thing about the shit on his knee? That's not logic. That's
I know. I'm trying to simplify it for new viewers. There must be dozens of them.
Right. Gotcha.
And so I mean, Nick's backstory is much more convoluted, and we'll get to that on the 1000th episode. So this is this became a debate about Nick's video interests that you really ran with, Joe.
Oh yeah, I think I know where you're going with this one.
All right, well, this one needs no introduction. It's called Buxom Boxers.
This is the secrets of boudoir photography. Okay. It's eroticized.
I've noticed you play a lot of more erotic videos.
Yeah, I'm into eroticism.
Yeah, you're a sexual man, aren't you?
Yeah, completely, yeah, and I like people to think of me that way. You know, we don't find a lot of movies, but this one caught my eye. It's called The Great Bikini Off-Road Adventure. And the thing I like...
You're a sexual man. You're very sexual.
Yeah, I really am, yeah.
Every episode, I think he has at least like one sexy video.
Blondes, brunettes, and redheads. It's the first all-female hunting video.
See, more sexuality coming from you.
Yeah, see, that's how I roll.
You're a very sexual man.
Well, how is hair color sexual?
That's the turn right there. Up till that point, Nick, you were doing the the improv thing of yes and, right? And that was when he finally got through and irritated the hell out of you.
He broke at that moment.
Yeah.
Well, that's a win for Joe ultimately. So I'm sorry I ever did that. I should have just kept going with it.
Mark that date on the calendar. We're going to celebrate that.
But this is like scientists have been trying to get this like footage of this in the wild since the dawn of the camera. This is amazing, groundbreaking research.
Mounting a climbing squirrel. Mounting a climbing squirrel. Again, sexuality.
Sexuality.
And there you realize the joke is too good that you have to go along with it, even though it hurts you personally. This is great stuff.
Horny today than usual?
No, I'm just always this horny.
Okay, really?
A DVD sent to us by Nikki from Philadelphia. She comes to all our shows. This is Conan and Beaverin.
Look
Yeah.
at you.
Yep.
God, you're just red hot tonight,
Again,
aren't
not
you?
sexual. You're making it that way.
You're red hot.
I've read that pubic lice have actually been almost eradicated because no one has pubic hair anymore.
Nick,
so
bringing it back to the sexual.
Sexual man. He's a sexual
There's
man.
nothing sexual. It's just a fun fact.
I
about
did myself on that
pube
one.
news.
Yeah. Maybe I have a pube corner.
Only a very sexual man would know
That's
pube
true.
news.
Well, I'm on all my pube message boards. You can see it's a tapestry that's Pussy's Prayer.
Nick is a sexual
No,
man.
this isn't sexual at all. This is just a prayer of
Hey,
two cats.
Nick.
You read into this what you want. That got me thinking about a classic video in our collection. And it focuses on the butt.
Butt flex. Squeeze them both. And 1, 2.
I've observed that you play a lot of very sexual clips.
What it is I think I try to gravitate towards things that people will enjoy to watch. It's a thing it's like sex sells.
Well, I don't know, but I feel like on the surface that you don't exude sexuality, but I think
I resent that.
I think you're trying to tell us something by playing all these sexual videos.
Oh.
Is that you're a sexual man?
Okay.
And so I emailed my buddy Todd Hansen from Winona, Minnesota. He gave me the song.
Nick, he is a sexual man. Hey, Nick, you're very, very sexual man.
Here's some sexy flying windows. Not
Nick,
advertised.
he is a sexual man. We don't normally get sexy flying windows, do we?
No, there's just been maybe two in all the time we've been showing off flying windows on VHS.
Our flying windows are decidedly non-sexual. But leave it to Nick Pruer.
Hey, you know what? I don't find them; they find me.
You're a magnet to sexuality. All right, now get on with the sexuality.
And I thought I'd start off with a video called Nude Bowling. It's not very good.
Welcome, Melinda. It's episode 69. Very sexual episode. Not that sexual, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Well, I did some sexual stuff. I'm starting to think maybe I'm a sexual
I
man.
think so, because I didn't even think about the 69, but you brought it up. Huh. And I'm a sexual man. All right.
I'm starting to think I might be a sexual man.
Yeah. Well, let me take a unflattering photo of you and make an intro.
So I think from that we've learned the hypocrisy of the sexual man moniker.
And
Goes both ways.
That debate is going to go on and on forever. Yep. But you are like very highly sexual, correct? I mean, like.
No.
If you were to take some sort of a test or something, the doctor would be like,
the back of Young Miss magazine, baby. You know,
draw this turtle and you are sexual.
what are those barroom things where you hit the button and it says like red hot? Like you should take one of those tests. There's
the top light bulb is him.
Yes.
I actually have one in my room here. It's like one of those little testers. So
of course you do.
I can report back. I can see what it says today, but yeah.
Is it like first thing in the morning you like check your weight, you check your sexuality, you check all that kind of stuff?
I just like to see what the day has in store for me. Yeah. So, all right, George, what else do we?
I'm
mostly arguing
this episode.
Oh, good.
Steve, what are people say anything funny worth repeating?
Well,
mentioning?
Jack Mulcahy's in the comments, and
Red Lazar.
Yes,
hey,
Red Lazar. And he was telling us during the Dutch oven debate that apparently LBJ would Dutch oven Ladybird. That's a.
Is that true? Wow.
Yep.
A historical Dutch oven.
Yep. A lot of love for George's jacket. Some questions, George. Do you still wear a glove on the subway? Do you even go?
I haven't been on the subway since the pandemic started.
That would have been my guess. I got accused of being a Brutus because I helped Joe out with the sexual man thing for
too Frenchie.
Oh, what a Brutus! A Brutus?
Yeah, Brutus.
What's a Brutus? Oh, Brutus.
Gotcha. Shakespeare, not Shakespeare, but Caesar. Yeah. So those are just some of them. A lot of people want making suggestions for possible supercuts. Maybe Joe saying, "Now here's the thing," would be a nice supercut where you just go through.
Oh, I got my crutch words for sure.
Yeah, this is my new favorite segment.
All these things are killing it. Ravioli section went well. Everything's going really well. So people are enjoying themselves.
I've been monitoring the chat, and I noticed some new folks who immediately left. So that was just.
Oh, so we can quit this episode now.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, good.
We've explained it all. But is it that they're watching, us watching, other people watching, us watching, you guys watching videos?
It's blowing my mind.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean,
very meta.
Spin your computer around, and those windows will be a flying.
What else, George?
Okay.
Let's keep moving down the line.
I think that debate segment shows that you guys are obviously very competitive, but also that you draw everyone else in. And so we've had many competitions on this show, games, game shows, contests, the Rejuvenique, VCR Smarty, toe tapping tournament. Here's a supercut of some of the greatest moments in Joe versus Nick.
VCR Party Live!
We have the Rejuvenique face mask here. You put this thing on your face, and I guess it exercises your face into being beautiful, or like it electrocutes you.
We got 2 Rejuveniques here, and we are going to have a competition where we each put it on our face, and then we're going to watch a VCR trivia video, like on Bible stuff.
Yeah, Bible trivia.
Questions, and we're going to give the other guy the controller, and if you get a question wrong, the other guy gets to zap him.
When you put on the electricity, it really hurts. This is already hurts.
I don't like this already. With the slime. Oh,
yeah.
Just damn.
So we're going to do some Bible trivia.
Where does God put a mark on all of us? The answer is A, your chest.
B, heel.
B, your heel. Or C,
A,
nowhere.
Chest. Oh, you saw this.
I did not see it. I did not see it.
Your heel.
Oh!
Found
It made a
in
sound.
Job
Oh!
Is it
14,
going?
Oh, it's going.
How can Christians know all things? The answer is A, they can't.
By unction?
B, by unction.
Oh, shit. I should have
C,
said unction.
I'm going to say
by
A as well.
IQ.
I'm going to say B, unction.
Okay.
MP. Yes.
Damn
The
it.
correct answer is
I don't feel it yet.
Oh, I had to start.
Oh, Jesus. Oh,
question.
oh my God.
Next one.
Andrew.
What is the
Answer
city?
is A.
C, Bethlehem.
I'm going to say
B,
Bethany.
Oh,
we're both wrong. Are you feeling it?
Did you hit Oh, okay, turn up.
Oh, I'm actually crying. Oh my God.
Let's
That
go.
was fucking.
That's a terrible idea.
Woo.
Welcome to VCR Smarty. The loser tonight has to eat an entire bowl of Batman cereal from 1989. Actor Jaleel White portrayed Stephen Urkel on TV's Family Matters. According to his song in the Time Out video, what is he not ready for?
Oh, he's not ready for the
No,
we never talked about how much time. We never talked about how much time.
All right. He's not ready to do the wild thing.
I'm not ready for the wild thing.
We never discussed what the time, because 2 more seconds I would have had it.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Are they in the shape of... Oh, is that a real gag? That's... Oh.
Seriously.
Oh, he's really gagging. Oh.
It's the toe tapping tournament for 20 Tony Toe. Face off. We have our jingles and our toe tappers go toe to toe and smash into each other.
Let's cue it up. Video Game Underground.
Video Game
Underground has the best video games in town.
Go. Here's Sizzler promotional video.
Sizzler is the one who brings us choices.
too. We're gonna do Neat Pete Shuffle and Christie's Toy Box.
Do it alone or with a couple. Now you're doing the Neat Pete Shuffle.
Christie's Toy Box, where the fun begins.
The Sizzler promotional video from 1990 versus the Neat Pete Shuffle. We had people vote on our patreon.com/foundfootagefestival. The results were...
Oh,
Neat
man.
Pete Shuffle by a mile at 69% to Sizzler 1991 promotional video 31%.
Congratulations, Steve. First time you ever won anything, right? This is the first time you ever won anything?
No, I won the yellingest.
Oh, you did? Okay,
Yeah.
The game show that quizzes contestants on their ability to identify vintage Halloween costumes by their lousy plastic masks.
Impossible for 1,000.
Whoa.
Joe Pickett.
Okay.
What is this? What is this costume?
Red Zorro.
And it is one of the Brady Bunch, an actual costume.
TV and movies for 400. Okay. I'm going to say this is from Alien.
That is correct.
I think I got to go big. I'm just going to go failed toys. 600. Oh, Centurions? Centurions.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
It's Who's the Yellingest, the new annual tradition.
Led by the unbelievable Dave!
Everybody loves a porn star, you know, porn star.
Okay, how about $48? Your friends will stage, your relatives stage, things are too high all over.
Hi, Donald Mark here from Donald's Discount. Oh, it is the season, baby.
Downer, 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 downer.
Wow.
So just some of the zany shit that goes on, that has gone on over 5 years.
I forgot all that stuff. Wow. Okay.
Oh, it's so stupid. Just got a lot of time to fill. That's my takeaway. And Mask Me Another needs to be its own spin-off game show. I think we can get that on some kind of network. I feel like.
Definitely. We should pitch that at the Game Show Network. For sure.
Ben Cooper will bring Ben Cooper back to life and.
Yeah,
Wait, he died?
Wait, that 1940s mask maker?
Yeah, somehow,
Jesus
yeah, it
Christ,
must have been an
guys.
accident or something.
Just said this at the top of the episode.
But you know, the thing about doing the show for 5 years, and the reason I think we've been able to sustain it this long is because viewers have submitted things. They are the real stars of the show and have really taken ownership over so many segments. From costume contests to and they are far more creative and interesting than we are. So it's been fun to showcase them over the years.
Yeah, here's just a little bit of I mean, it could be a whole show of just things people have sent in and funny clips they've sent in. I mean, half of the show is stuff people send in. So, but here's just the briefest look at those amazing Melindas.
It's those amazing Melindas.
It's Christmas morning every week.
Okay, so this is a nice thing for... Oh! Look at this.
Wow.
Oh, I'm going to get emotional.
Oh, man.
This is beautiful.
Holy crap. Oh. California raisin costumes. Who am I? This is the Who Am I? Remember we played that clown?
Oh, yeah.
Who Am I?
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Shuffle of the Clown.
Wow, we have the most talented viewers of
I know.
any show
It's
on the
absolutely
internet.
incredible.
Like, just like, look at this shit.
I like how you called it shit. Like, look at this shit.
Look at this thing. Kalen, I don't know where he is. I think he's in Washington State.
Yeah, he made this. He sent this to us unsolicited, and it's unbelievable.
So do you remember the picture I took of you at Red Robin?
Yeah, I'm familiar with that picture.
Because I tried posting on your Facebook page, and then you unfriended me because I tried doing that.
Yeah.
And we haven't been friends on Facebook ever since.
No, or in real life.
Yeah.
So out of solidarity, people sent in photos of them from that same angle at a Red Robin. Here's Germany Kane's selfie that he sent in.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect.
Yes.
That was very thoughtful.
It was.
Yeah. And I guess the hashtag on that is It's Okay Sexual Man.
You don't have to add that.
Todd actually wrote Nick is a Sexual Man song.
Yes. Well, he said, we support Nick. It's okay, sexual man. This one. He's about a Red Robin. I like this one.
Oh yeah, that's
a
very
good one.
Prud'homme.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Exactly.
very
Look at the size
Prud'homme.
of the chin.
Every year since we started VCR Party, we've had a costume contest where we ask you, the viewers, to dress as a character from one of our VHS finds. This is, of course, a classic from our very first show. It's a home movie called Kirk's 40th Birthday. And here we have Tad.
Wait, can you back it up? Can you back it up? I want to say, like,
I'm not sure which is the original, which is.
Yeah,
I know.
So now, of course, we all know Daniel Songer. So I like the creativity of Jessica's version, also on a deck. This is Percy Danforth playing the Bones in a video about how to play the Bones. Check out Camden's impression. You know, occasionally when you're in Wisconsin visiting family, you will record from Jakester's basement.
Sure.
Well, Bob Hedges went as you in Jakester's basement. The creativity is just boundless. I love our viewers. These are all amazing.
If those who have watched the show know that we had somebody delete their pledge, and we sort of bid farewell to him, and it was a user named Cumsquid.
Yeah, but Cumsquid came back.
He did. He came back. But then I just noticed we got a few new patrons last week, and Steve, can you put up who we got? Cumsquid Fan. The show's become a snake eating its own tail.
That's one of my favorite Nick Kruerisms.
What's the status of Cumsquid these days? Do we know? Well, that was like a few years ago.
You know what? Let me look at our patrons. Let me look at our patron manager, and I'll put Cumsquid on here, and we'll see what comes up. Comes up.
Oh, I like what you did there.
Oh, Cumsquid and Cumsquid Fan are both. Cumsquid is no longer. He was a patron from 2018 to 2022.
You say he, it could be anybody.
Yeah, that's true. But Cumsquid Fan, still a patron, has been since 2019. So the fan has outlasted the original Cumsquid. Thank you very much,
George. Can you track down Cumsquid?
Well, I've got a special guest in my apartment right now. Hey, Cumsquid and Cumsquid Fan.
It's a reunion show. There won't be a dry eye.
There won't be yeah.
Stop there, George. Stop there.
That was the stuff we had to cut out from the other episode. But
somehow, though, despite the show being completely unprofessional, we actually get very semi-famous and talented folks to drop by, either via Zoom or in the studio.
And we will show a clip of that after Joe shows a clip of whatever's next, which is.
Are you still actually working on this right now?
Oh, sure.
You're actually still working. You're waiting for it to render right now.
Yeah. So we got
Nick, just let George steer the ship. You don't have to do the intros for George.
Okay. I just
I do need
things along.
I do need. It was my.
But he didn't have it ready.
Okay.
He didn't have it ready.
I think he's looking for you, Joe, to play Why Is George Called the Creep?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. George came along, probably a year and a half after we started doing the show. You sent
No, it was
in
that Christmas. It was
December
36th.
2018.
Yeah, it was probably 8 months. 8 months later, you've been watching the show, and you sent in the intro to how we started off all these shows. How we've always started off the show ever since you sent it in, and we didn't change anything. There were no notes. You've sent this in. It was perfect. We're like, this guy is the most talented person on the planet. He can write music. He can tell a story. He can edit. He has a great eye for things. He's funny. And we almost immediately brought you on. But
I killed him and took his identity, and nobody is the wiser.
But then we quickly realized that you were a creep. And so for new viewers who watch this, we talk about how creepy George is. I think I put this together, and I hope that this sort of explains or gets the point across why we call George the creep. And so here we go. Here's Ode to George.
And then I did a little more searching. And then after finding the VIN number on her car, I was able to find...
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah. I was able to
No
find...
way.
Whoa.
I was able to find her cell phone number, so I left a message.
You're kidding me.
These cards have the possible addresses of her current and former homes and investment properties. And she mentioned in an article in Tulsa Weekly, I think, in 1994, that she had worked for Wendy's. Well, hello, and welcome to my submersible vessel.
I'm really shocked at your lack of knowledge about the urethral opening.
Love the cat massage video. I use it to massage my cats.
And so from that, I did the kind of creepy thing of looking for friends and relatives based on similar names. Do not creep out.
Exactly. Triple underline that one too.
Yeah, so that's our creep. He's our creep. You can't have him. He's with us forever. You're locked. We locked you in that apartment of yours. So.
Yeah, it's fine. You put in power bars and a vending machine.
And all the locks are on the outside of the house. So.
Right.
Yep.
So
You're not getting out anytime soon.
Yep.
But you did see from the Melinda thing that I did learn much of my creeping from the best. The best in the business. And it's you don't have to have a huge budget to be a creep. You can just be weird and have internet access, and you can find out anything about anybody. Was that creepy?
Yeah, very.
See,
people at home, write that down. Take notes from the creep himself.
And somehow, even semi-famous people still come on the show. Don't they, George?
They do, and I just have to vamp for the next about 5 seconds.
But also these semi-famous, why don't you just call them famous people? Like if they,
I think they're famous.
See this, and they're like, I'm semi-famous?
Well, I don't want to toot our own horn. Like, we have Tom Hanks on every
toot
week.
Their horn, though.
Okay, we have extremely talented, famous people coming by
there you
the
go.
show.
And Tom Hanks has been on the show when we showed a clip from Mazes and Monsters, the 1982 Dungeons and Dragons film that shocked the nation. I'm at 95% here.
I got a few comments for you guys. I'm going to break in with them. First is people were shocked that Joe went full power on the Rejuvenate game, and I watched it. It was crazy how excited you got going from 0 to full power. Yeah. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It was like a full,
Yeah, you got excited. And then this might be the biggest news we've gotten so far. Sally, one of our longest and biggest fans, said that Clayton, her boyfriend, who she makes watch the show, has not complained yet this episode. I mean, that's
really.
Normally, I think
it's because we haven't shown any VHS tapes. I think
I was going to say, I'm just surprised he's awake. That's really the.
Well, maybe he'll be impressed by all of the celebrities who have been on the show.
Will he? Okay.
We got a celebrity in the
Are they
comments.
semi-famous or are they just regular famous?
I describe them as special guests. I think they're humble, but I think of them as celebrities.
Okay.
VCR Party Live!
Tonight we have a special guest.
Yep.
Chris, thanks for being here.
They let anyone have a show. It's good to see you. It's been a few years.
I'm from the planet Melmac.
If the science is there to support what we're like or what we become, but
It's all of it's bad.
The whole thing. Yeah.
All of it.
It was hard to choose.
All of it feels.
Welcome to the show.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
A really second, I'd say fourth tier amusement park.
Thanks for having me back.
For sure. So this is kind of an emergency.
To the Hat Club, right? We were just talking about how it's
I'm trying to get you on for like a year now.
Nobody told me. How did something like this ever get made?
Hey, Judah
Freelander.
How's it going, guys?
You guys are the best poopers I know.
Thank you very much. We created Jack Mulcahy.
It worked!
He's here.
It actually worked! Quick sonic vision you did.
Julia Roberts, go back.
Wow! I saw the flub.
Oh, wow.
I wanted to throw one in the episode.
Rem
wanted to do
Lear.
it with our friend Rem Lear.
Sorry, he's watching.
I thought it was like a Shakespeare reference or something. I thought that's what you're going for.
Yeah.
If you look in Act 3, there is a lot that's very similar to the arc of Rem Lazar.
The covering.
Both
Wow,
in the video and in the greater 30 years from which the video was re-released in conjunction with the Found Footage Festival.
Okay.
I want to thank George. I'm sorry for calling you out on that, Rem Lear, because George has been poring over dozens and hundreds of episodes of almost 158 episodes of VCR Party to put together these montage shows. Thank you for doing all the heavy lifting on this look back. It's like This Is Your Life, but for people who don't deserve it. So we appreciate it, George.
My boss understands.
Here's the thing, though. What does the future hold for VCR Party? That's the question.
I didn't cut clips from future episodes yet.
Oh, you didn't? Oh,
no.
Okay.
No.
Give me 10 minutes.
Never mind. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I jumped the gun too. No, here's what's coming up in the next 5 years: more tedium, more filth, the toilement.
Everybody knows what that is.
The toilament's coming up this summer. It's where we have a bunch of different men who looks like they spend a lot of time on the toilet, going butt to butt against each other to see who is the true toilet champion. Flower Power guy.
Yeah.
He's coming on. We're going to do another Rank the Franks. I think we found 4 more Franks that we can rank.
Mm-hmm.
We have more state jingles. I have Mississippi all queued up, ready to go with Mississippi whenever we need an
Coming
episode
soon?
to go. Yep. Thanks to Tim for that. A Dairy Queen training video that showed up the other day.
I have a Xena Warrior Princess blooper tape that was for only people of the Xena Warrior Princess fan club. That's coming very soon, so we look forward to that.
I can't wait for that. We got more. I got 2 George's deathbed visions today in my email. We'll have that. We got Babyuaries. We got Hunktobers. We have a Jim's Coins song contest from Jim's Coins. He's going to be the judge. And I think that's it. I think that's all we have for the next 5 years.
That's it. But what a 5 years that's going to be. And thanks to all the viewers who have watched, and thanks to all the new ones who maybe are just joining us for the first time tonight, but highly unlikely.
Oh, wait. There are 3 new videos, too, that we got last week in Pittsburgh and in Cleveland. And we'll be showing these 2. This one, Makeup Magic with John Maxwell. We got Rena Tarbett with Step 3. She autographed it. There's Rena. And then Steve Morse, Power Lines.
When someone gave us power lines, it was worth checking that extra box on the plane home. That was incredible.
It absolutely was. So those are the other 3 things we have coming up in the next 5 years.
And who knows what movies the viewers, the Melindas, will help us produce next. But we have a couple coming out this in April, so that's very exciting. Anything else on the look back, or should we get to the big toe tapping tournament finals?
Steve, is there anything worth reporting from that before we shift gears and go into something new?
Nope, just a lot of George love for all the work he put in.
He's the best.
This show is I'm happy to put my 3% in, but this show is or less, but this is the Nick and Joe Hour of Power. It has been for 5 long, sexy, filthy years. And I and all of the viewers applaud your hard work, because this kept you going through the lawsuit, which you won, or I don't know, settled? I don't know how you describe it. But.
Was this like right after the lawsuit? This is like right after the lawsuit.
I thought it was like in the middle.
I thought
it was like
in the middle of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. It did.
Well,
yeah.
we owe it all to not having jobs. So thank you very much. And but now, as you recall from last week, we had a toe tapping tournament from 2023 where Joe and I, Joe and I were eliminated as the jockeys for this toe tapping tournament. And so as jockeys supporting their catchy VHS song in the horse track, I'm losing the metaphor here, but it's Steve and it's George who need to determine what horse they're going to put into this final race.
Exactly. But first, let's watch the graphic.
May.
All right, this is exciting. This is we wait for this every single year for I guess 4 years now. Here are the results of the toe tapping tournament, Tony 3. There it is. Nick and I, we lost our asses. Chip Chantry from Philadelphia, comedian. He said that George and Steve were the best, and it's kind of hard to tell, but my Herdini lost to George's Moo and Oink. and Nick's Get Down Goblin lost to Steve's We Are Sears Part 2. So, but here's the thing, like Nick mentioned, we're jockeys now in this year of the toe tapping tournament. We're not bringing the songs with us. So, Steve and George, what songs are you putting up against each other? George, you go first.
Oh, all right. Well,
Or wait, should Steve go first? I want to do this fairly. I don't want any controversy.
Yeah, I'm fine with either.
Okay. All right. If you're fine, then George, go ahead.
Okay. So I almost selected the Philadelphia 5-second jingle "Doors Unlimited" just for the shock value. But I think, like, after the laughter, people would be pissed off because I think they are emotionally invested in the early 1980s Australian commercial for the Commodore 64. Are you keeping up
How do you spell
with the Commodore?
Wow. 2 M's, 1 D, and an E at the end.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So there. Okay. There we go. Oh boy, that's a long word. All right. Okay. Hold on.
George, you can go ahead and share the video. And
Wait.
No. I had to.
There we go.
Cool peek behind the curtain here.
Okay.
In a world of fun and fantasy, and ever-changing views, and computer terminology, Commodore's news. Are you keeping up with the Commodore? 'Cause the Commodore is keeping up with you.
Excellent song.
Are you keeping up with the Commodore? 'Cause the Commodore is keeping up with you. Are you keeping up? 'Cause the Commodore is keeping up with you. Are you keeping up? 'Cause the Commodore is keeping up with you. In a world of high technology and ever-changing moods, in a world that's full of make-believe and changing attitudes, are you keeping up with the Commodore? 'Cause the Commodore is keeping up with you. Are you keeping up with the Commodore? 'Cause the Commodore is keeping up with you.
I mean, that had everything. There was sexuality. It's actually for the Commodore SX64, the short-lived mobile version with a tiny screen. So I don't know if that changes anybody's vote, but I just wanted to point that out.
Hell of a
Stunning.
move. I
Stunning.
didn't even notice that. All I noticed was that my toe was tapping hard during that. There's like a little imprint in the concrete floor below me. I was tapping it so goddamn hard. George, wise move. Wise move. If you would have done Doors Unlimited, that would have been like a big spit in the face to the integrity of this game.
Yeah.
And we would have ran you out of town. But no, you did great with that. All right, so let's see. Let me bring up the. Oh, Nick, do you have anything to say about Commodore?
It's a toe tapper. It's catchy. No, I think it has everything. But I'm curious to what Steve's going to enter it as his horse.
All right, Steve.
I think I've got as much as I'd like to show the Melinda's NSS, I think I'm going to save that and let it be mine. I'll go away from a jock sham next week and play it there.
Do you want to play it now? Do you want to do NSS now? Before you play your winner? I mean, this would be an unorthodox move.
I wasn't going to, but I certainly can. I have it right here.
So you'll play your.
I'm going to go with Sears as my choice. Is that clear?
Okay, so Sears is going to be your choice. All right, so we'll put you down for Sears. But let's just see before you get into Sears what the
NSS is all about. Okay.
Yeah. So
right.
we've never seen this before, correct?
I believe it was played on VCR Party.
Yeah, I remember this one.
Yeah. Can you see it?
I did. Yes.
This is fine to do it this way, right? It's okay to, right?
Not hearing it though.
Why? I swear I clicked the box. Let's try this again. Oh no, I just hit the wrong button.
5 years of this.
Well,
good thing this isn't your finalist though. This is just your honorable mention.
Good thing it's not live.
Yeah, good thing.
Yeah.
We have plenty
we'll
of
edit all
time.
this out.
Good thing we're not already long.
Yeah. No, that's fine. All right. Sharing my screen. Stand by.
Might as well take call-ins now while we're waiting.
It says share sound, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know if this is going to work again.
All right, try it.
If it doesn't work this time.
Oh, what if you're?
I don't know.
I can vaguely hear it very quietly.
I know the issue is.
What?
I think I know what it is. I don't have it going through my headphones.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
Here we go.
Do you still? Okay, there we go.
Now I can't hear you guys. Can you hear it?
No.
I think this is part of his strategy.
Where's the technical difficulties montage? That's the one everyone's clamoring.
Oh, that would be a fun one. Actually.
I do have a dead air montage from the first year. There was a lot of that.
How about we play We Are Sears and maybe we come to the
Oh, you guys can't see it?
No, we can see it. No, not hearing
You
it.
can't hear it though.
Oh, I don't know.
Well,
it's blasting in my ears, so I apologize. I was like, I figured it out.
Let's watch your finalist, and then maybe we go out on that if we can figure it out.
All right.
I guess. Yeah. All right. So much for that. So it's so. Remember the Commodore song? We all forgot it already. That's your strategy. That's why you did it, Steve.
It's a stalling tactic. It's icing the kicker.
He knew how good Commodore was, so I like it. I like it a lot. All right, so here's Steve's We Are Sears. All right, here we go. Let's see how this goes.
More than people serving people. We're more like friends enjoying friends. Best of friends.
Feeling right at home whenever we're together. This kind of friendship never ends.
It just goes on and on. We are saved through the years. May we keep on growing strong. We are saved with a pride and vision. One tradition, America, upward together for 100 years.
Like never before, there's a whole world to explore.
I want to be the word on every day. You're on your way. We are seeds with the spirit of today. We are seeds, the family. We are
Woo! Wow. Catch
Too
my breath every
powerful.
time.
Two powerful songs. We Are Sears. What is that? Promotional video from Sears?
Mm-hmm.
That I don't know who they made that for.
If that was if this was the heart thumping anthemist contest, clearly that would have won. Would have won.
Say that sentence again. If it were
Never.
if it were the heart thumping anthem, it would have won. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I feel like
so,
at home with English.
I mean, here's the thing. For me, We Are Sears was my first love. It was going to be my number one draft pick. Steve usurped it. Do you guys know what usurp means?
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys know okay.
Yeah, I watch Quarantine Classics.
Okay.
I have a Plunkett's recap ready to go. So yeah, I know
do
what
you?
usurping is. I do, but we'll save it for another time.
No, let's do it. Let's do it right now.
No, let's not.
Let's finish this.
Yeah.
All right. So We Are Sears was my first love, but God, that Commodore song I haven't heard in a long time. I'm gonna have to say that Steve's. I'm gonna go We Are Sears as my number one pick because that's such a toe tapper. That's so great. Makes me feel powerful.
Yeah, I mean, I agree that We Are Sears is more in the Found Footage Festival brand because it's like a corporate training thing rather than something that aired on TV. It has a bit more of an exclusive feel. But in terms of pure toe tapping, I got to go with the Commodores, keeping up with the Commodores. And it's not up to us, though. It's up to the patrons. Well, no, it's up to anybody watching. You can go to patreon.com/foundfootagefestival, and you don't have to be a patron. That's just the place where we host the poll, and you can
We're just
vote.
luring you to the website.
Sure,
you
can
see all the good things.
If you happen to want to support us, great. But yeah, in the meantime,
Melinda mug, sure.
Yeah, here you go. This is the post right now, and we've already got results. Oh man, wait, let me refresh.
I mean, this is like early. This is like it's not even worth like reporting, but
Wow.
What is
Okay,
it?
so
That's
96.
from Dixville Notch, the first place where they allow votes to come in.
This is, yeah. This is. Are You Keeping Up with the Commodores is at 96%. We Are Serious at 4. But hey, this is just early. This is just.
How many votes so far?
The Iowa straw poll. 27. So
You know,
and it's gonna go
But
for.
judging by the comments, I think it's going to go that way.
You know, I remember the well, I don't remember it, but I remember seeing it in school about the Nixon and Kennedy debate, and Nixon showed up sweaty and flustered, and Kennedy was handsome and young and put together. I think that's what we have here. I think Steve, with your whole NSS misstep here,
Debacle.
I think your NSS misstep really.
People listening on
hindered
radio
you.
think that Steve won, though.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he was dabbing his brow while the sound wasn't coming on, and it was just a real flustered mess. So yeah, that might have affected things.
I sent myself 2 emails for Toe Tappers. It was Sears and it was Commodore. So I think that song sounds like the Sparks. Like, to me, it's like I feel like that could be one of their. Which is a concert that George and I went to.
Steve took me there.
Yeah, outside
front
of
row tickets. Steve is the man.
Outside of
tickets?
VCR party.
Yeah,
we did it nice.
Wow. All right. Okay. So yeah, let us know who is the winner. Is it Commodore? Is it Sears? 2 great companies that are with us today and are never going anywhere.
And you have until the actual 5-year anniversary of this show on Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern to vote. So vote early, vote often, and we'll report the results of the 2023 toe tapping tournament on next week's show. Thanks for voting. Thanks for participating in the true March Madness, everybody.
I want to just real quick before we get into our final song here. Do we have any announcements to make? We have some announcements to make, but I want to thank John and Kara for hooking me up in Cleveland this weekend with some Balloon City beer based on Balloon Fest. This company, what company is it? The Brew Kettle. They made a Balloon Fest beer, essentially. So, and it's delicious. And this isn't a plug for them. This is a thank you to John and Kara. So there it is. Look at that. Balloon Fest beer. So yeah, we hung out with
I
them
love that
too.
Cleveland. I mean, we met a lot of folks in Cleveland there for the film festival, and I love that they celebrate their failures. It's the only thing, and that's what we're doing tonight, as we're celebrating 5 years of failures.
We are the Cleveland of YouTube shows.
Of YouTube shows, yes.
Yep.
So thanks for that. And just a few quick announcements. Saturday Morning Cartoons is back. We're watching Monchi-Cheese, the Japanese monkey toys that became a cartoon in 1984 with my sister. We used to watch this cartoon, so we're going to reminisce about that. And Joe, you really grill my sister to you have her relive a lot of childhood. You really have her relive a lot of childhood traumas that I caused. So
well,
part of the tradition.
It's not grilling her. There are questions that I need answers to. She happened to be there, and she answers all of them too, actually. And she's not happy. She's not happy with you, Nick.
Okay. All right. We're also the EP mode. We're going to be watching Ohio's Abominable Snowman. We already taped this one, and it was really funny. I was wiping away tears on that one. So
That's just the first episode too. I have a second episode that we can watch, and also people are starting to send me Abominable Snow or Yeti, Abominable Snowman, the Sasquatch documentaries now, like amateur ones. So.
Ooh.
And I'm not mad at it. Like, bring them on. I watched one that somebody sent me. A lot of talking heads, not a lot of B-roll. There's not a lot. The B-roll is like a forest. All
right, we might have to get creative with how we showcase that, but yeah, we'll find ways to make them work. So keep those coming. We're still unboxing boxes you've sent, so look for that on Friday. And then we're on the road. Go to foundfootagefest.com/tour. We're going to be in like 20 cities between now and the end of April.
Yep.
Well, let's say goodnight and on this 5-year anniversary.
Okay, so I want to go out with this one that I was saving as my. The ace. The ace.
just under the wire.
Everyone was expecting a breathy burp, and they got one.
Well, I just cracked it open, and then it was all fizzy. So, this is this was going to be my ace up my sleeve. Is that what you say? Ace up my sleeve. For the toe tapping tournament. This is what I would have played in the championship round that I think would have won it. It's a cover song, but it's also a safety video, and I think it would have won it. and it's put out by the good folks who made Federated Mutual Insurance. So, but here's the thing: these last 5 years, if we had been prepared, we could have done better.
And thanks to everyone who has continued to watch for 5 years. And we really appreciate you doing this. We wouldn't be doing it without your support on Patreon and just by watching and telling your friends. And we'll be right back right after these words.
Please check out Real Fly Dogs, Prairie Meme Emporium. And thank you to all the Sellout Steve people over the past 5 years. And my nose isn't full of yuck anymore.
Thanks to all the Melindas, and of course, thanks to Nick and Joe, who make this whole thing possible. Well, if you're going to Disney World, enjoy your stay. If you're not, well, I also enjoyed talking to you.
Can't get no
return, Dr. Selner will complete the bunion surgery.
Yes, those are his pajamas he's wearing.
All right, I gotta go.
That's all. That's it.
Let me see that one.
Rocks are done. Gotta sleep. Bye.
That's it. That it done.
We did our best. If we'd been prepared, we could have done better.
What do you think about Bibra?
About what?
In A.
My nose isn't for yuck anymore.
Ooh.
That's all I'm doing.
Sure, Yodel. Have a good day.
Sizzler.
Tinkerbell!
We'll be right back right after that. Good luck from all of us at Hagen.
And Kurt Polster, the real great guy.
Nice, nice.
Goodbye.
Gems, coins in Hilda.